The Russian invasion of Ukraine in 2022 shocked the world and fundamentally altered the geopolitical landscape of Europe. Over 1,078 days have passed since the conflict began, and yet the war continues with no definitive end in sight. What is particularly alarming is that Russian President Vladimir Putin appears uninterested in peace, although recent reports suggest he may be open to negotiations with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. However, predictions regarding the outcome of these talks remain highly uncertain. One of the most pressing aspects of this war is the staggering cost of missiles and artillery used by Russia, as well as their devastating capacity to inflict damage on opposing nations. This video will explore the financial burden of these weapons and their destructive potential. The sheer expense of modern warfare is staggering, and Russia's missile and artillery strikes against Ukraine have required billions of dollars in funding. Various missile systems, from hypersonic to cruise missiles, come with significant production costs, logistics expenses, and deployment challenges. Key Russian missiles and their costs: Iskander-M 9K720, Tactical Ballistic Missile O range, 500 kilometers a cost per unit, $3 to $5 million are used extensively in strategic strikes against Ukrainian infrastructure. Caliber 3M-54, Cruise Missile O range, 1,500 to 2,500 kilometers, a cost per unit. $6.5 million are often launched from naval vessels to target Ukrainian cities and military bases. KH-101 air-launched, Cruise Missile O range, 5,500 kilometers a cost per unit. $13 million are known for its precision, used in deep strikes within Ukraine. Kinzhal KH-47M2, Hypersonic Missile O speed, Mach 10 to 12O range, 2,000 kilometers a cost per unit, estimated $10 million, considered a highly advanced weapon capable of evading most missile defense systems. S-300 air defense missiles, repurposed for ground attacks, originally designed for anti-aircraft defense, but now used against land targets due to missile shortages. The effectiveness of these weapons is measured not only in their financial cost, but also in their ability to wreak havoc on infrastructure, military positions, and civilian populations. Many of these missiles are designed to penetrate reinforced targets, making them a major threat to Ukraine and any future adversaries. Strategic infrastructure destruction. Missile strikes have targeted power plants, bridges, and railways, crippling Ukraine's economy and war effort. Civilian casualties. Numerous missile attacks have led to extensive loss of civilian life, raising concerns over war crimes and violations of international law. Psychological warfare. The unpredictability of missile strikes spreads fear and disrupts daily life, affecting both soldiers and civilians. Although Putin has reportedly expressed interest in negotiations with Zelensky, skepticism remains. Ukraine and its allies have doubts about Russia's sincerity, given the continued missile strikes and territorial ambitions. The global community remains divided, with some urging diplomatic resolutions, while others believe that Ukraine must continue fighting until a decisive victory is achieved. The war in Ukraine has had a profound and devastating impact, both financially and geopolitically. Russia's continued use of high-cost missile systems has not only placed an enormous strain on its economy, but has also contributed to the prolonged destruction of Ukraine. The possibility of peace remains uncertain, and until a resolution is reached, the world will continue to witness the costly and destructive reality of modern warfare.